Okay, people, get set for a visual feast. For the next 60 minutes, wearable art. Not art that's hung in a gallery, but paraded. To stunning choreography, lights and music. Yes, we're off to Nelson for awards night. This is the big night in town, the Montana World of Wearable Art Show. It is a celebration of our creativity as a country and a culture, not just how good we are with number 8 wire, although you may see some of that tonight. Now, it's 18 years old. Last time I was here was 1998. It was a fabulous show then, and it just keeps getting stronger and bigger and better. So big and strong, in fact, that it's leaving home and moving to the capital for 2005. Now, it's become an iconic Kiwi event. There is quite simply nothing else like it in the world. This is Donna Ching, the marketing manager for WOW. What is it, do you think, that makes WOW so special?
It's really simple, Petra. The fact is the show is completely different from year to year, and so once you've seen one, you get the bug, and you don't want to miss out the next year.
So you just keep coming back and back
Absolutely.
and back.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
So, of course, we've got a fabulous, completely brand new show for you. The first section out of 8 categories is the children's section. There's lots of energy, lots of gorgeous children. They might be small, but they're quite magnificent. Once again, this year's show is packed with dancers and colourful characters, and there's a continuing story involving a little girl who finds herself in this strange world and is befriended by a fox boy. Here's the first of 5 finalists in the children's section by Wellington creator Andrea Clinton. She's a 6 times previous WOW Award winner, and this one's about protecting children and safety in numbers.
Well, I use merino wool. It's a felted merino wool from Harold's in Christchurch, and op shop cardigans and jerseys that I chopped up and remade. I didn't know I was a finalist, actually. It was a new thing for wearables. They normally announce them a couple of weeks beforehand, and it was a real surprise. It was a gift, really.
Great to see another strong contingent of overseas designers in this year's show. This is by Thai designer Kritsada Tongpan. Donna, this is beautiful.
Yes, Petra, this garment is all about children with disabilities' dreams of riding a lucky horse. Kritsada has used such rich colours in this garment, and just look at the way it shimmers on the catwalk.
Next up, local Richmond artist Doreen Helms with New Kid on the Block. Made of Lego, this is Doreen's 3rd entry.
Well, I thought that a children's, garment should be something that children like, and I was having a clean out and found a big box of Lego that my children had, so I thought, we'll try and do something with it. If you notice, it's actually got the breast cancer ribbon on the back. We lost our sister in March, and it was a bit of therapy too. I had my niece that had lost her mother helped, and we actually found some pink blocks, so we thought, we'll do the breast cancer ribbon, and yeah.
Here's a light-hearted piece from Catherine Cotter and Amanda Ebbett of Pahia Tour, Pearl E. White. Donna, I'm thinking of the dentist here.
Well, Petra, the inspiration for this garment really does speak for itself. It's a tribute to the Tooth Fairy, who has winged her way into our oral history. Pearly White is made of lycra, parka nylon and vinyl, and it took Catherine and Amanda around 80 hours to complete.
This entry is called Spire, and it's by a young Norwegian student, Solrun Ormarsen, studying in Auckland. Spire is Norwegian, meaning the first bud or start of growth. It's about hope.
Yeah, I was thinking hope for a new generation. And translated into English, it means bud, but it's in Norwegian it means more than that. It's more hope as well, and you can have like a spire within, which means that you got potential.
Potential in children, that's something I definitely believe in. Now, those are the finalists in the children's section. A great mixture of colour and inventiveness. Now, let's find out what the expert panel of judges have decided.
And the winner of the WOW2004 children's section is Mascot of the Child's Dream, designed by Kritsada Tongpan, Thailand.
Tongpan of Thailand, congratulations on winning the child section. Now this is mascot of a children's dream. What inspired you?
Inspiration เจก็มาจากการที่
Well, the inspiration behind this mascot is he used to be a teacher and he found that all children had dreams and aspirations. So what he did was ask his pupils to draw what they wanted to be in a piece of cloth. And from that, he put those pieces of cloth onto this mascot.
I hope you can sense the atmosphere here because it's absolutely amazing. The show is in full swing. Our next section is a popular and exciting section. It's called the South Pacific section. So anything that quintessentially represents us and our island brothers and sisters, you'll have it here. If it's flax, if it's feathers, if it's shells, we've got it. If it's rugby balls, we have a dress made out of 150 deflated rugby balls. I think it's taken us a while to really embrace our part of the world, but you'll agree with me, tonight shows that we're really getting the hang of it. We go back now to our traditional South Pacific culture, fishing and seafaring, voyages by boat to remote islands. This is I Am Kiwi by Stephanie Crampton of Nelson. Now, Stephanie's no slouch. She has a diploma in fashion and textiles from the Nelson Marlborough Institute of Technology.
I love doing Oceania. I have Māori background, so it's part of me and who I am. I love seeing my garment up on the show. Yeah, it's a fantastic feeling.
And how gorgeous is this? Coromandel designer Rosie Horsley was inspired by Greek mythology and sea nymphs to make this wonderful piece, the Siren.
Yes, Petra, it is a wonderful piece, and Rosie is an environmental artist who creates works of art from materials around her. In Siren, Rosie has used peacock feathers, pawa and silk organza as the main materials. Siren was also voted this year's Olivia's on the Keys People's Choice Award.
That's cool. So the Siren was the People's Choice for 2004. Now this is called Unity by Darlene Slade of Christchurch. She's used aluminium, canvas, glitter and Swarovski crystals to make a solar system, which basically illustrates how we're all connected and a part of something quite awesome. Remember I told you about a design made from 150 rugby balls? Well, here it is, Belle of the Ball by Belinda Sheriff of Whitianga.
A love for 1950s dresses and big ball gowns and wanting to make it as something really different. The bottom bit represented the grassroots of rugby, and all the colour at the front represented every single team in the New Zealand NPC, and then the bits with the silver represented the ones throughout the NPC that stand out, and then the top was the ultimate All Black, and the hat was a trophy that everyone, whether it's in rugby or life, is striving for.
Now this is amazing. This garment is made entirely from plastic bags. It's called Killer of a Time by Australian artist Megan Munro.
Yes, Megan's made a real statement here about how too many animals are dying in the ocean because of plastic bags. She believes we need to recycle, or better still, stop using plastic bags. WOW has seen many uses of plastic bags over the years, but Killer of Time's clever crochet technique is a first.
So there are your finalists in the South Pacific section. Let's hear the judges' verdict.
And the winner of the Air New Zealand South Pacific section is the Siren, designed by Rosie Horsley of Coromandel.
Did you look at other influences other than nature?
All my work has always been around goddess-type figures anyway, and they just come out the way they do.
It's also very sexy. Where did that come from? Where did the sexiness come out?
Mother Nature's really sexy.
Fantastic. Now, coming up after the break, we have one of the most popular sections, the open section, and everyone's fave, the Zabras. Welcome back to the highlights of the Montana world of wearable art. Now, the next section is called the open section, and like the name suggests, It's a free-for-all. If you can physically make your wildest imagination, then you're in with a chance to win some of the $85,000 worth of prize money. For me, this section often has some of the softest, sweetest wearable art and also some of the scariest. I think it's time for them to strut their stuff. Margaret Johnson runs a B&B in Nelson, but she's also a sculptor, painter and 11 times WOW Award entrant. This is her tribute to Spanish artist Salvador Dali.
I really like the surrealism and the quirky thinking of the Spanish artists, and I sculpt and paint, and so I felt that Salvador Dali had that wonderful combination of the two, and he's just so eccentric and quirky.
Now you may have noticed there's plenty of humour in heaps of these garments. This one is called Brenda and Bev Go to the Singles Dance by Valerie Griffith-Jones of Picton. Now Valerie says that Brenda and Bev have encouraged each other to go to the singles dance. They dance together, needing each other for moral, emotional and physical support. Stand Tall, Poppy is by two sisters, Liz Greville and Mary Atkinson of Masterton. Donna, what was the inspiration for this?
Petra Mary went home from attending her first show last year loaded with inspiration and used her background in landscape and interior design to come up with this tall poppy concept. She then called on sister Liz, whose background in hand and machine embroidery was put to great use to interpret the concept.
Masque de Plastique by Lynn Johnston and Felicity Hardy of Melbourne, Australia.
Many world stages for this type of art form, and we're very passionate about the world of wearable art and art that can be worn in context of art and costume, and building the reputation of costume as an art form.
Okay, this will be a crowd favourite. It's called Rather Brash by Jenny and John Gillies and Rob Hungerford of Christchurch. There's Helen Clark and Don Brash at the top of the beehive, and once again they were both present for awards night, although the PM didn't model anything this time. And look, down the bottom at the back, there's the woman who resigned from the Labour Party earlier this year, Tariana Turia. Emerging Spirit is by Waikanae artist Jan Kerr, a previous award winner facing a new time in her life now that her children have left home.
It was based on the cycle of life, the children leaving home, which is what has happened to me recently. All my children have left home, and so it's just me now, and it's about me and looking after myself and the emergence of me whole as a person.
Of Unicorns and Virgins is by Tanya Marriott of Auckland, inspired by unicorn tapestries of the 15th century, the maid and her lover.
Tanya is a long-term WOW entrant, Petra, and last year she was placed commended in the Bowater Toyota children's section with her fun garment Bee Stings, which was based on a childhood memory. Tanya is currently living in Vancouver, where she creates fantastic toys and characters which she sells.
Man, how do you choose? Well, it's not up to me. Here's the judge's decision.
And the winner of the American Express Open section is Masque de Plastique, designed by Lynn Johnston and Felicity Hardy, Australia.
The two of you made the outfit together?
Yes.
How was a creative working partnership there? Was it all smooth sailing?
Yes, I mean...
Yes, it always is. Oddly enough.
Yes.
Felicity designs the concept, and I'm the whittler. I do the carving and the
really intricate type work, and Lynn's far more patient when it comes to doing intricate
It's my
type
therapy.
Work. Yeah.
This show is a little bit special because every year it changes, and this new section is something definitely special because it's only open to past judges or past Supreme Award winners. Now, last year's theme was to reinterpret the kimono, and I am wearing Blue Lagoon by Susan Holmes, which was highly commended. This year's brief is Impressionism to Surrealism. So if you know your art history, there might just be something here for you. It is the Artistic Excellence section. Firstly, Miro Personage. It's by the same woman who made the dress I'm wearing. She's a former judge and a former Supreme Award winner with a long history involvement in WOW.
It's a very weird art, but it is just so exciting to make a piece. I've done a lot of fabric dyeing over the years and a lot of silk work, but now I've found nylon, and stretch nylon is